I'm Rose. I'm from Brazil. I have been living in the US for more than 8 years now, and I'm an immigrant here. I came to the US for the first time more than 20 years ago because of my husband's job. I was studying and I stayed here for about 7 or 8 months. It was not permanent, so everything was like a party, very fun. We have to enjoy it. But this time, I'm here for more than 8 years. I was home taking care of my kids, and I was getting ready to go back to my professional path, but he lost his job. He was working in temporary jobs. Then he received an invitation to come here, and we thought was a good opportunity for us as a family, even though I cannot work here. But it's been a long journey. I am a psychologist, and I used to have my own clinic with some partners in Brazil. I kind of knew that I couldn't work here only if I went back to study all over again. So I was focusing, especially at the beginning, to um, having my kids being okay, and getting used to it with the new country, the new culture, the new temperature, everything that it's different. Okay, that is a tough one. um, So my culture is very different than American culture. We kind of touch each other, we hug, we kiss. So for me, it's always like I have to, keep my hands to myself, don't touch people, they don't like it. And I want to be respectful, I don't want to get people embarrassed around me. I was looking for more Brazilians to have a friendship or build a community. It worked for a little while, but everybody was trying to construct a life here. And then I kind of changed, and I was trying to build a community with the people that I was meeting at church and the people that I was meeting at my son's school. And again, it worked for a while, and then it didn't work. I don't want to cry, sorry. I'm sorry. I am a people person. I love to talk. I love to be around people, and it's hard. This is very emotional for me. And my identity as a professional and a lot, food, music, everything that feels more comfortable and like home for me. When I moved, my oldest son was 7, the youngest was 2, so they were little and they need me a lot. And looking back now, I feel that, especially the first year, I was like living in survival mode. It's all about them, how to feed them, how to find groceries that look more like the ones that I used to cook at home, and getting my oldest son to school, understand how school works here. So I was really gravitating around them all the time. I feel like I lost myself a little bit during these years. And I had a time that I was struggling with depression. I decided that I didn't want to talk to anyone anymore, I kept living. I kept functioning, So I was driving my kids to school. I was doing what I have to do it, but I was just quiet, alone. It changed me a lot. I think it is the loneliness. Even when I was around people, I was feeling lonely, but little by little, God was putting in my heart that I should be opening myself again. But I had a season that I really didn't want it to. I just want to be alone and just quiet, because being around people was bringing me a lot of suffering. Even in Brazil, I had hard times that God was the one there for me. So before I had my first son, I lost a baby, and this was really hard. But since I met the Lord, I always try to put my life in His hand and look for what He wants for me. So I did this when I wanted to try to have another kid, and even to the moving here, we put in God's hand, and it's a journey, I feel that every time that I go deep in the Lord's word, I connect better with myself, and I get to know a little bit more about myself. As an immigrant, I feel that I don't belong here. And even when I go back to visit my family, I feel that I don't belong there anymore. Because when you live in a different country, when you travel, you met new people, and you start to know another culture, this changed you so much. And you start seeing things in a different way. I feel like it opens your mind. I kind of get used to the way that people approach me. Some, they are very direct, and they say, "Oh, you don't sound like an American. Where are you from?" And others are more like, "Oh, tell me a little bit more about your accent," trying to make me feel a little bit more comfortable. And I know that I don't speak so good. I have my accent, but I'm always trying. I start taking classes, English classes, and it's really helpful not only to learn the language, but I felt that people could understand me a little bit better, because when you go to an ESL program, you met people from all over the world, and we are sharing the same experience here. I think it is true for all of us immigrants. We are very, very grateful for all the opportunities that we have, even though they are hard. And being able to talk a little bit more about those feelings, I believe, well, I am a psychologist, I believe that when we speak, and there is a person there really listening to you with care and attention and intention, to know you a little bit better, this brings healing. So when I heard about Far From Home, it brought me hope to finally be a part of something, be a part of a community, being able to talk about the feelings that we feel, the feelings that are real. It's a community that I want to belong, and I want to be part of, and I want to help others. I want to do this together.